Hello my Dotty family and welcome to my channel. Come and join me on this magical journey through the world of dot art. I am Zelda from the Fairy realm and today we're going to make chain linked flowers. So we're going to add this to the canvas that we've already been working on. So if you haven't done this, you can go and just go back to the video 1 of where we start with the planning and everything, and then you can just catch up with us. What we're going to be doing now is with the 12mm tool, and I think we should use color number 3, so that would be my baby pink. So this is going to be part of the inside of your flowers, and we're just going to make a dot above every diamond we created earlier. I think that one is a little bit high. I'm gonna have to wipe that one off. But let me just quickly finish this one and then wipe it off so I can show you how I fix it. Actually have a little bit, so I have different sizes of touch-up brushes. I just use this one for bigger paints that I can just scoop up. Because the paint in the background is still dry, we can actually just use the water to try and get the wet paint off of it. Then we don't have to fix it up later. So just a little bit of a trick like that. And then I'm just going to take this and wipe it off and dab it off. And there we go, good as new. Yay! To the 12mm. I'm double dotting some of these because I can see that they are a little bit veiny, so just want to make sure that they are nice and round and giving me that little bubble at the top, like that. Quickly grab your hairdryer and dry these for me. Okay, so I've quickly blow dried that and I'm just grabbing my ball tools quickly. And with your ball tools, I want you to grab the one that has the biggest ball. In my case, this is the green tool, the big ball side. Now in color number, let's call it color number 1. Right. And then you're going to basically give this a little dot frame with all of the dots touching. I know we taught not to get the dots to touch, but when it comes to technique and adding little decorations, touching is definitely the way to go. Something like that. And I'm going to do another one. So just sticking to the edge of the circle, we want to cover that in dots. Alright, so we've done all of those. So now we need to give our flowers a center dot. And for that I'm going to be using color number 2. So just on top, you just want to do a light dot because the paint trapped underneath the bubble could still be wet. And if you burst the bubble, then you're going to have a little bit of a problem. So while the top layer is dry, we just want to put the paint down without bursting the bubble. So you just want to touch down lightly and get your full size of, I'm using a 5mm, sorry I forgot to tell you guys. Using the 5mm tool. Like so. We're also going to be top dotting some of our other dots, so the bigger ones, which should be quite dry by now, depending on how many sessions you do it through. So for the center one, I'm going to be using an 8mm tool, and also color number 2. So you're just going to make a dot on top of the center one, as center as you can possibly get it. And then because these ones are quite large, I want to do top dots on them as well. I'm going to use a slightly smaller tool. I'm going to be using the 6mm tool. Yeah, this way around. So 6mm. And for that I'm going to be using color number 3. So the top dots give you a little bit of a different dimension to your piece. Just almost makes it look a little bit multi-dimensional instead of just flat with colors. Then we're going to do the chain that connects the flower to the petal up here. So it's basically going to run from there all the way up like that. For that I'm going to be using a 3mm tool, and we're going to be doing this in color number 3. Again, we're going to be doing the dots that they don't touch, but I want it to hang from about there. So I'm first making the dots where I wanted to start and where I wanted to end. Oh, this is wet. Just a bit of water, like that. And then I'm seeing where's the in-between. So center would be around about there. Okay. And then I'm going to see, I can probably do another center one on each and then just connect those with another dot in between. It's too close, but it's okay, like that. And then we're going to do that all the way around. So just have a look and see more or less where the center is between them. Do another center one between each of those, and then just fill that in with another center dot. Like that. And then we're going to do the next one. So to me it almost looks like it's creating the effect like the flowers are almost holding hands. I think that's quite cute. I was thinking of trying something a little bit different and keep dot art mandalas interesting. If you don't have paint build up on your tool yet, you can see that this is building up quite a bit of paint. So I'm just going to reset the size if you haven't done so already. And then I'm going to carry on. And there we have that. That even looks like a little bit of a star, don't you guys think? Okay, I just saw I want to do some more top dots on these ones here. And for that, I'm going to use color number 3. I think my 3mm is too small. I'm going to go one bigger. Luckily, when you're using a tool that's too small, you can always do a bigger dot on top. You can always expand it. There we go. I think that looks better. It's almost like if you're using a tool that is a little bit too small for a top dot, it almost gets a little bit lost, where the bigger dots just fill it out a little bit more. I need more paint. That's better. So a little bit less, and as you guys just saw, if you don't have enough paint, your dots are also going to shrink in size. And now I'm going to add top dots for these ones as well. This I'm going to do in a 3mm, and I think we should use color number 2. I'm very careful because I'm reaching over some wet work here, so I'm just supporting my hand. So I'm putting my hand down like this, and then I'm just supporting it, so I can still get the accuracy of stability without smudging my dots while I'm busy working. By this time, oh, I've also used my hairdryer again, so by this time this dot should be around about dry, the top layer. So I'm just going to use my 4mm and color number 3 and give that another top dot, just to round it off a little bit more. Right, at this point, you guys, what you can do is you can fill in all the open spaces if you want to. If you want to do something in the corners, you're more than welcome to do that. At this point, this design for me is finished. I'm going to start on a brand new one for the next video. Now I'm going to wait a day and then I'm going to varnish it, and you will see that these white lines that were our structure lines are also going to disappear with that. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and thank you so much for joining me on this magical journey through the world of dot art. Stay dotty, stay magical. See you next time. Bye bye.
Every single day